Chuck, was JFK or LBJ involved in the assassination of JFK? Did he plan it? Did he orchestrate it? Did he order it?
LBJ, to my opinion, now there are people that vary on this quite a bit, okay? To my opinion, this is a guy who was kind of tapped on the shoulder and said to get ready, because I think you're going to be president real soon. I think somebody made him aware. Is he a criminal? Yes. Definitely belongs in your pool there again. I love that. Did he have bagmen? Was he getting bribes? Was he making money off of land that was underwater? I mixed that up. Was he getting cotton allotments sent to his friends? Did he have corruption? Did he have payoffs? Did he have other people probably killed? Indeed, he did, according to a lot of other people that are not necessarily reliable witnesses even. He had a lot of stuff going on. Stolen elections. Box 46, look that one up. Lots of things going on with LBJ. Was he somebody who masterminded this? Not to my satisfaction. He didn't have the reach to do all what's been done here. Is he somebody who was involved with oil men, underworld business, et cetera, et cetera? Yes. Yes. Check every box twice.
And would have been happy when they tapped him on the shoulder and said, dude,
get ready.
Yeah, he was a terrible human being. We've got Tyler Morgan, member of the audience, who tweeted out, interesting aside, a Texas oil man, D. Harold Bird, that was a major financial backer to LBJ, was the owner of the Texas School Book Depository at the time. What?
Yes.
See, there's so many connections. That's the thing.
There are. Yeah, there really
you
are.
Want to know what's really funny is some years ago I tried to get a listing of the people that were in. There's a sister building to the Texas School Book Depository called the Dow Tex Building, and it's across the street nowadays. It's where the bookstore is for the 6th floor museum. But back then it was a sister building, another place where businesses and organizations rented space. I'll tell you what, I challenge any listener out there to find out who was actually in residence in that building in 1963. Because myself and the people at the 6th floor museum couldn't even put our heads together. And by the way, I'm not on their side, but they do have an amazing repository of information. We could not find out who all of the residents were of the Dow Tex building in 1963, even back when Gary Mack was alive. I was trying to sort that out because allegedly, there may have been people that were positioned in strange places in the Dow Tex building, which would have given them an interesting perspective for, indeed, a shot to the back, which did also happen.
Okay, so if it was not LBJ who orchestrated this, who ordered this, planned it, who was it? Was it Allen Dulles? Because JFK fired him from director of CIA. Is that enough motive? Was there... who did this?
$1 million question, okay? And is it Allen Dulles? Well, Allen Dulles definitely was involved in controlling the cover-up. Why do I say that? Because mathematically, the Warren Commission should have really been called the Dulles Commission.
Right.
Why? Because he was more involved in questioning, manipulating the investigation, pushing the direction of the investigation, and I'm taking this from their records, their secret sessions, which were only made public some years ago, long after the event. Allen Dulles wasn't fired, but was asked to resign after the Bay of Pigs, along with the rest of... By the way, when I was leaving Dallas, I found something interesting. The Cabell CIA building is on my way to the Greyhound station because I took a Greyhound out of there in 2017. And I'm walking by, I look up, and I'm looking at the Cabell CIA, building. And Earl Cabell was the mayor of Dallas at the time. Charles Cabell was one of the people dismissed along with Allen Dulles at the time. And Dulles winds up controlling the Warren Commission and saying things like, well, the CIA already told me they had nothing to do with this. Is it the CIA? I'm not satisfied it's the CIA. The answer here is about the beneficiaries.
Okay.
The people that are clearly defined as tied to the military-industrial complex, and that's an overgeneralized term.
Yeah.
They're the people that had the most to gain by getting JFK the hell out of the way.
So the motive for that then would be the fact that JFK apparently planned to end our involvement in Vietnam, was going to pull U.S. Operatives out of Vietnam, and that would have affected the military-industrial complex, right? Defense contractors
they
and
were
the
gearing
like.
up for that, and
they don't make the money that they would otherwise make.
Right, and earlier we talked about how there were other events that they want the complex wanted him to, attack and use our military, and he wouldn't do it.
So that's what you believe is that?
That's
yeah.
Overall, that's the generalized motive that I could easily go with because again, Cuba, Laos, Vietnam, Germany, he wasn't going to make the military move, and there were opportunities to do that. We almost came to blows over East and West Germany.
Yeah.
You know that thing called the Berlin Wall that came down. Remember when it was being erected, okay, folks? But there was stuff that we didn't know publicly for a long time about that, and how close we came to nuclear war with the Cuban Missile Crisis, how the military hawks said, look, we can win. And by the way, we can listen to this now. If you get tapes from the JFK library nowadays, you can hear his Joint Chiefs of Staff talking about we can win in a first strike scenario in a nuclear exchange with the Soviet Union.